I like kids, this is going to sound a bit funny, to earn their own money.
Okay. How?
So we don't my sister and I were talking about this because she was like, I'm not going to pay my kids to do chores. So my kids, what happens in your bedroom, i.e. tidying your room, pillows, laundry, putting your laundry to the laundry room, bed, you won't get paid for that. But if there's a job you can do around the house that might not be necessarily yours, I'll pay you. Now, cleverly, they've come up with two things. They wash cars.
Okay, that's fun.
And they do what I call curtain and window duty. On the way to school, one child in particular does all the curtains in all 3 floors of the house. It's the size of a house, all the windows, opens windows, puts the net, opens the curtains. First thing before they go to school. When they come back around 6 o'clock, they're also the ones. And we fixed up something like 500 naira a week.
Okay.
2,000 naira a month. But it was enough for him at the end of his at the end of the month, 2,000.
This is his spending money.
Yes, so this was his spending money. What are you going to buy? I'm going to go and buy munchies and a bottle of Fanta. She said, okay, that's fine. Yeah, so that was it. And he felt a real sense of pride about doing that. We discussed about setting a savings goal. In a year's time, I want to save 50,000 naira, mama. Okay, so that 500 money now you're earning, you can only spend half of it. And then you can save the rest. So again, they're already beginning to know what it is to delay gratification and to save money, but also maybe to have something for today. So I think that's really important. We'll discuss where to save, whether it's asusu, but let it be visible. I like attaching incentives to savings. So when they have a big ticket item they want to buy, I'll normally say, if you can save 50% of it, I'll match you 50%. And that's been really good. The toys they've bought on that system have lasted longer than the toys that we have bought independently. Right. I thought that was really, that worked really well. It might sound a bit mean, but I think it's important to let them learn from mistakes. Children love to, when they give me money, I'm going to hold it. And I say, do you want me to hold that for you? Because I don't want you to. No, mommy, I'm going to hold it. Shall we share it so that I'll keep half? Okay, mommy. End of the day, where's your money? Mommy, I was running and I dropped it. Oh no, you dropped it? All of it? No, only half of it. That's all you have left? Oh dear, mommy, what's going to happen to you? I'm sorry, that means it's gone, my love. Would you like a hug? Yes.
Tough love.
But that's, sadly that's gone. Talk about money with your kids. It might be a bit uncomfortable. So we had a conversation and so we can't go on holiday because tickets are too expensive, hotels are too expensive. We can do Lagos. You say, okay, we're going to do Lagos. Yeah, I love to do Lagos. It's okay to tell your kid that, why not? It's absolutely fine. Also, and so has PS at school. That's nice. You won't get one until you finish your Quran. But you should talk to kids about money. There's a school trip to Switzerland. It's not going to work this year. Perhaps we can do it when you're in year 10. Let's start saving money towards it. You didn't give us enough notice. There's nothing wrong with that. And I can suggest that even if you have the money to do that, just so that there isn't a sense of entitlement, that you kind of put certain parameters, I think. Not being mean, just to put certain parameters to that. Set a good example. Again, if you can't say to a child, we're not getting pizza today. Meanwhile, you and husband have just done takeaway of Chinese food and gone to the cinema and things it can feel. Your child knows it, they know it, and they will learn. I think there's a Cambridge University study that says, these kind of habits are formed by the time they're 7 years old. So your kids will pick up from a really young age. I think it's important to keep that in mind. And as they get older, I think you can get your kids to start tracking their spending, if possible weekly. Sunday night, sit down, your pocket money, what do you spend it on? You begin to know, do your kids really like sugar? They're like buying things, are they buying music? It's just nice to kind of then begin to, not necessarily pigeonhole, but I think identify certain traits that you might want to try and kind of steer away from or to instill in your child as they grow older, because now you're not kind of getting to 10, 11, 12, 13. As best as you can, include them in certain financial decision-making processes.
Like what?
Within certain ages. I raised the issue of holiday. Okay, we can do 3 countries, but this is cheaper because it's a direct flight. Okay, let's do that one, mommy. Or no, let's do the other one, mommy. Well, there are 2 flights. This was going to be more expensive. It means you guys won't be able to spend as much money doing fun things. Okay, in that case, let's do this. So that's one. If we're buying certain equipment for the family, for the home as well, if there are 5 and we go around the shop and we see 5, I'll involve them to say we can only have 2. Which ones do you guys suggest? that inclusivity, I think, really helps them feel as though they're kind of part of the process. They're able to assess, and then they can say, kind of also think in their minds, okay, why is one an advantage and one's a disadvantage? Okay, this is better quality. Yes, and that's also takes an opportunity for you to say, yes, it's more expensive, but it's better quality, it will last longer. It's not necessarily all about it's cheaper. I think when you open up and are transparent about why you're doing what you're doing, I think kids do like that. I mentioned earlier that I once in a while I'll give the kids 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira. If someone's going to the market or the shops, and I'll say, this is your spending money. It allows them to make a little list to budget how they're going to spend it. And if they go over, they know that they really can't. So they need to budget up to that amount of money. It instills that sense of discipline to them of what they can and can't do. My mother used to do this, and she still does. Trust your children with money. What I mean by that is actually physically. So we all knew where she kept money. So I didn't know. There was no, she wasn't hiding it anywhere. So it then didn't become this mysterious thing that, oh, look at it, don't touch it. Well, it's money. It can be spent. There's a respect that you have to it. You don't worship it. SubhanAllah, no, definitely not. But there's a trust to it, and that's it. So trust your children with money. Keep this amount of money for me somewhere in the drawer. I'm going to come and find it then. And that's important as well, I think, so that it's not some kind of mysterious thing. Of course, charity, gratitude, and contentment. It's really, really important. So-and-so has something I do not. Yes, but you have this, so say alhamdulillah. We're living in all over the world now. We're going through an intense recession that's kind of started off from COVID. A number of things have happened financially. There's been huge shifts in everybody's incomes. Even if we're doing okay, I'm sure there are family members that may not, and if family members are doing okay, all you have to do is stop at a traffic light and kids are bringing you things to buy. Now, without kind of obviously poverty shaming in any way, to say, look, you won't learn to say alhamdulillah. We need to learn to say alhamdulillah. You're not walking to school, you're not doing A, B, and C. You feel how you feel, and I acknowledge that, but I also think you need to counterbalance it with a sense of contentment and gratitude. And once you start having that in mind, there isn't a sense of entitlement that I must get this. It will just be, I would like to, if possible, and say, well, if you can work towards it, I'll meet you halfway and we can make that happen. So I think these are kind of characteristics that I think that we should be able to certainly do.
If you want to see the full extended version of this video, where Saadiya goes into more detail about things like financial tips for raising teenagers and how to encourage entrepreneurship in children, be sure to become a paid member on my website so that you can unlock the rest of this video plus so much more. You can see the details at www.thatmuslimhomeschoolfamily.com. If you're not ready to subscribe but you found this video helpful, please do me a favor and hit the like button below, and also click that red subscribe button so that you can stay in the loop about future free YouTube videos that I put out there.